Working in an e-commerce, I personally haven't experienced any challenges, and women in our company are valued and appreciated.
So I've worked for a couple of online companies, and I must say my experience has been very positive, especially when I compare it to my female friends that work in corporates that are predominantly, unfortunately, still very old school, and they've had some horrendous experiences, and I must say that my experience in online companies has been excellent.
I think in any industry there are challenges unique to women, not specifically e-commerce, but unfortunately I do feel that women have to kind of work a little harder to make their place known within the company and to get to progress.
For me, as a woman working in e-commerce, I think my challenge was the love and hate relationship I had with technology as a whole, because even at school I never really liked technology. But I don't think there are challenges. As long as you're willing to learn and apply yourself, you can be anything and you can do everything.
Definitely, there are challenges to working in the e-commerce industry when you're a woman, because it is typically a male-dominated industry, and you have to have an incredibly thick skin to work in this industry. Oftentimes, men can come to very simple solutions, whereas girls tend to be a little bit more emotional, which is fine because it means that you care that much about your work. And sometimes it's really difficult to separate the emotion from making the best decision. And I think that's a pretty big challenge because we are women, and we should actually embrace the fact that we take our work so personally.
The one woman who inspires me is Kanye Lomo. She's the founder and CEO of Ndalo Media and Ndalo Luxury Ventures. At the age of 22, she was an editor, and for someone who always wanted to be a journalist, I always looked up to what she was doing.
My mom inspires me the most because she moved from the UK to South Africa in her early 20s with 2 small kids. She was a single mother, and she only had an admin degree, but she was so passionate about politics, and she involved herself and committed herself to South Africa and its politics, and she ended up being elected as one of the first women in Parliament. So it goes to show that even if you don't have everything that you might think is necessary to progress, you can still make it happen if you really believe in a cause and in yourself.
Female friends, actually, the ones who fight every day, fight challenges. You never know what challenges people are fighting every day. And the girls who come to work with a smile and a lick of lipstick, they are the ones that inspire me, because at home or on the inside, they're fighting battles that we will never know about.
The beloveds, my dearly beloveds who are close to me in my life, the ones who reveal their weaknesses and their vulnerabilities, and the ones whose stories I get to see play out day by day, are the ones who inspire me the most.
Full-time working moms inspire me because it's so hard to have a career and a personal or family life, and then also women who focus on their career specifically.
I think my mom inspires me the most because she's a very strong woman. She's very determined, and she's taught me to have a really wicked sense of humour. So that really gets me through any adversity that I face.
Actually, I have 2 people who inspire me, and one is Emmeline Pernquist. She stood up for women's rights and gained women the rights to vote in Britain. And the other one is my mother. She's a very hardworking and a go-getter.
My advice to young women, I would say never give up on your dreams and always seek knowledge.
The advice I would give to young women is believe in yourself. If you will never know unless you try.
Oh, this is hard because people don't take advice. You just got to learn your lessons. You just got to learn the lessons the hard way, and so maybe I would say that. Don't be so scared to make mistakes. Don't be so fearful of your own journey. Don't be so queasy for your own obstacles.
Know your company policy, so you can know your rights and you can be confident in who you are and what you're allowed to do and what you're not allowed to do. And also don't be afraid to speak up and to be yourself and just let your light shine.
A number of women, they gathered in Pretoria and they marched to the union buildings because they were marching against the use of the identity document that were used back then. I think it was called the Dompas. So they were marching against the use of that, having to carry that everywhere where they were going. So I don't know the actual number of women, but I know that it was only women who marched to the unit buildings.